Heather recently finished her training as a casual relief person at the local women's shelter. Tonight is her first night working alone.
Hello, this is Heather. How may I help you?
My boyfriend just threw me out.
Where are you now?
I'm at a payphone at the gas station.
Is it safe there?
Yes, the phone's inside and I know the man who is working here.
Can I ask your name?
My name is Susan.
I need to get a bit of information, but first I need to make sure that you're safe. Are you hurt?
I'm not hurt.
You said it's safe to talk where you are? Do you have a safe place you can go?
No, I'm not from here. I came with my boyfriend Alex when he came here to work.
Would you like to come to the shelter?
Yes, I'm scared Alex will find me here.
I'll send a cab to come and pick you up.
I need to bring my dog.
Can you give me a minute? I need to figure out how we can make that happen.
Heather is certain that the shelter does not allow pets. As part of her training on providing appropriate services to all women, she remembers reading in the MCSS Access on Binder a section on service animals. She decides to confirm this with Susan.
What kind of dog?
She's a shepherd.
Is she a service animal?
Yes, she helps tell me when I'm going to have a seizure. I am also in a wheelchair.
Okay. Susan, I may need some time to arrange for appropriate transportation for you and your dog. What's your dog's name?
Her name is Molly.
All right, Susan. I'm sending transportation for you and Molly. For a quicker response, it may be the police as they have an accessible van. Would this be all right? Or would you prefer to wait for a cab?
No, I got a ride before from the police. That would be fine.
Can you ask the gas station attendant if you can wait there with him? And if Alex shows up, please have him call the police immediately.
Okay, I will.
Great. Now, Susan, do you have food for Molly?
No.
Can it wait till the morning to pick up food for her?
Yes, she generally eats in the morning. It won't matter if it's a bit late, but...
Is Molly okay? Does she need to see a vet?
He kicked her pretty hard because she was trying to protect me. She is limping a bit. He gets really mad when she tries to protect me, but that's her job.
Susan, don't hang up. I'm just going to go to the other phone and start calling to arrange transportation for you and Molly.
Heather begins to make arrangements to have Susan and Molly picked up and brought to the shelter. In the meantime, she's also making arrangements for Susan's stay. This includes having Susan stay in the accessible room, which is located near an outside door so that it's easier to bring Molly inside and out when she needs to go to the bathroom. She also calls her supervisor on the shelter cell phone and let her know about their arrival, and also to ask her if there are any other things she needs to consider. Susan and Molly arrive at the shelter. Heather decides to give them a basic orientation, shows her her room, the common areas, the exit areas, and the procedures to leave, as well tells Susan that she may need to do some basic paperwork, but that they'll do the intake form tomorrow morning so that she can get some rest. Susan and Molly are also offered some food and drink so they can get settled for the night. The next morning, during a shift change, the staff begin to talk about some of the issues that may arise in having Molly stay at the shelter.
Can you tell me a bit about what happened last night? It will help us determine what your immediate needs are.
Susan begins to tell Samara what happened the night before and expresses concern for Molly's well-being.
My boyfriend Alex and I had a fight. He hurt my dog Molly and then threw me out. And I'm just lost because I don't know what to do now. I'm not from here. I moved here with him while he was looking for work, so I don't know what to do.
That must have been painful. I'm sorry you and Molly had to go through that alone. After we take care of filing a police report on Alex and have charges laid, I think we may want to make an appointment to have Molly seen by a veterinarian. Do you have the money to take Molly to the vet?
No, I don't have access to the bank account. Alex never let me handle money.
Okay, well, here's what we'll do. We'll make some calls, and we'll see if there's organizations that may be able to provide financial assistance. We'll also call the local veterinarian and see what he may be able to do for Molly. And the local pet store may be able to provide any additional items that you may need for Molly, such as a leash and dishes.
Given that this is the first time that a service animal has accompanied a woman to the shelter, the staff have some questions for Susan about Molly's care. Some of the questions might be about her more immediate needs. Others might include, what type of food does Molly like? Is Molly able to indicate to Susan when she needs to go outside? Is Susan able to take Molly outside on her own and clean up after her? As well, is it required that Molly walk beside Susan at all times? And this may come up because some of the doorways in the shelter are not wide enough to accommodate the two of them at the same time. As well, shelter staff talk to Susan about what's required of her while she's staying at the shelter. So for example, Molly is not able to go into the kitchen at any time that meals are being prepared. As well, because of the communal living situation often found at a shelter, this may affect Molly. So should she begin to demonstrate any excessive barking or aggressive behavior, it may be necessary that staff work with Susan to look at alternate accommodations. As well, any other concerns that staff have in providing support to Susan while she's at the shelter should be spoken to Susan directly.
Has anyone heard any concerns about Molly, Susan's dog?
Well, when Clara came to the shelter, she asked to bring her dog, but was told she couldn't. She wants to know why Susan can have a dog.
That's understandable. Susan needs her dog to help her stay safe. Service animals such as Molly have to be allowed so Susan can live independently, but we don't have room here at the shelter to have pets. It must be very hard to leave one's pet behind, and hopefully Clara found friends or family to take the dog for her. Also, don't forget some animal shelters will take a pet short term until other arrangements can be made.
The children want to play with Molly. What do we tell them?
We need to ensure that the children don't interfere with Molly. I know it's exciting for the kids, but she isn't to be played with.
Also, Mary's daughter is allergic to dogs, so she can't be around Molly.
What kind of reactions does she have?
When she pets them and then touches herself, she gets itchy.
I think since we asked the children not to touch the dog, it won't be an issue. Also, Molly isn't allowed in the children's play area and isn't allowed up onto the furniture, so there shouldn't be any pet dander in areas where Mary's daughter is playing. How are you and Molly adjusting here at the shelter?
Good. Thank you for all your help. I like my room, and when things get too noisy for Molly, I go to my room and read.
That's fine. Just so you know that we are here for you and Molly, and if you have any concerns or anything should change, I want you to inform the staff immediately, okay?
I will.